to the big house, Michigan Stadium. EA Sports College Football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's White. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. At the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that.
It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Hit as he throws, and he gets rid of it.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Out wide left, it's Stark. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense getting set for first down. Sends it back in motion. White. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. A pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive.
Caught, and he's got room. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Personal foul.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Throwing White. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
There's some daylight. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
On the run, it's Overton. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. They're more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 95, set to kick this one.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Doesn't it always seem like...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going. But once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides. And it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Overton. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. White rushes on, and they got it.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
White from the gun on third down. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Daniel. Right side, it's Warren. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and it's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Throwing, White. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Now here's White. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Makes the grab. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nice job on defense there against the power play, plugging up the middle of the field, forcing the ball carrier to try to get to the outside, but they used their speed and tackled him for a loss.
He's changing the play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Overton. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Nittany Lions sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. White. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
White from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense, got him at the 27. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Moving out to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's
looking for a huge play. Caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open
so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throwing, White. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. White wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He makes the catch at the 10. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. They want to get their running back going. As you know, he is squarely in that Heisman conversation at this point in the season. He's been so productive every game, but not yet today. He's getting touches. They're giving him opportunities. He's just got to try to get a better start at the line of scrimmage and hit a home run here for voters. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Left side, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Running behind that left side.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Takes the handoff. It's Simon. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Out wide right, it's Warren. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal.
Let it go!
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Overton. Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Gives it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go play action with White. Plants it fly. It's complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
White. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for the...
Runs through a man. He might have some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. White on the play action. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. To the air again, White. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
Okay, Holly.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. To the air, it's Daniel. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Back open in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Right at the line. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
From the gun, it's Overton. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throwing, White. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, White. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter. That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Drops back. It's Daniel. Quickly to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
White quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. There he goes. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Turns it upfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big.
Looking for a big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's White. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people are.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this.